off your radio, turn up your stereo. Northwest, rock on, what's the scenario? 4 years ago, 2 students skipped in class, went and crafted an album. Some called it a classic, but we've grown past it. Was good while it lasted. Now it's time to put the education into practice. Beats, rhymes, rice, be the breakfast of champions. We hold the whole town down together with the plan to hold the mic with compassion like Yuri did Malcolm. Traveled down the coast since we dropped the last album. That +1 is how long we've been war-torn. It's the return of the hard-knocking hardcore. From hard rock to hip-hop, the migration. Hard times, we ain't nothing if this bond ain't solidified. Give thanks in wartime that people still alive. Dignified soldiers who walk with the spirit of 12 million plus lost and found in this lyric. Sound man, turn it to the whole town. Hear it, either stand up or fall down. Now if you feel it, stand up or fall down. Stand up or fall down. While the record goes round, stand up or fall down. Stand up or fall down. Stand up or fall down. While the record goes round, let the whole town know that it's somebody tell me where the riders and the soldiers are. Before they close the door and go and start a colder war. I see them posted up in corner stores, holding for it, hoping for a life from the crack of an open door. Platinum and gold, but man, we're getting grown. Wisdom got us thinking in the interest of our children, even if they ain't been given their flesh, their bones, their homes, or their names yet. I'm aiming for the change in my pocket for the payback. The change not minted by the government to nothing. The change of a whirlwind unraveling, the coming of that next shit. I can't wait for when it comes shit. It better be worth the shit that I paid most my life with. It's nice when it rains sometimes. Cleansing minds in my habitat. Imagine that I'm digging to find what was hidden by the myth of a god up in the sky. Knowing that she meant for me to rhyme. So I give thanks to the most, the least that I can do. Everything you ever learned that you never had to live might have heard from a storyteller medium. Pictures, words, scripture to cinema, script writing a verse. From this city emerges a new generation of babies who came out of the womb, glued to the tomb with plans and aspirations to prove beyond doubt we are stars too, even if it's just cartoons. My animated hands that I got from the genes of my isolated fam, I could never not be. I'm here to make them scream like a Hitchcock day, whether analog, dig it all, shit is all the same. An American tradition, a narrative for fiction, a Hamilton for tickets, the public is addicted. To suggest that it was all written in a godbound text, like we got no power to change the whole script. Me, I think you were more in charge than you think. They want you behind bars and not the ones that you spit. You still rapping a rap, I'm so over the shit. We calling this a rap, here's a president fact. I said, nobody move, everybody get hurt. I'm sticking up the world now for everything it's worth. Cause I ain't trying to rest if this shit is getting worse. And I'm trying to do more than just put it in a verse. Nobody move, everybody get hurt. I'm sticking up the world now for everything it's worth. I ain't trying to rest, shit is getting worse. Gotta do more than just put it in a verse. Concrete cranes and bulldozers know the hill is not over still. Every block got a coffee shop, it's overkill. Focus know the deal, dope to see Khalil back. The medicine is good again, the feeling of leaving and coming back to your hood again is priceless. I write this, our lives are in crisis. Most talk but don't walk the path of the righteous. Despite this, I measure each step, walking closer to my final destination of death. When I'm laying to rest, I'm only saving my breath. The Northwest filled the lungs, heals the pain in my chest. Clutch the moment, a transfer in my hand, still listening. Looking out the window to the gold and the green. And the sun might be shining, but it's colder than it seems. Cause the weather's dialectical, there's no in between. World champion, B-boys up at Jefferson. Brother got to document for those not remembering. Both props and flavor magazines, rest in peace. I breathe deep, proceed to clutch a mic and bless a beat. But now, you say there's no time to study people. Look, you got time to take a shit, then you got time to read a book. I proceed to leave my footprints embedded on the block. My firstborn is learning to walk upon. Top 4 assaults over the market. The South End is marching. We dedicate this song to the dearly departed. It's a Southside Revival. Put your hands high, let your arms be the pillars that be holding up the sky. I heard a few heads say that hip-hop is dead. No, it's not. It's just malnourished and underfed. It's a Southside Revival. Put your hands high, let your arms be the pillars that be holding up the sky. I heard a few heads say that hip-hop is dead. No, it's not. It's just malnourished and underfed. Now I couldn't stand to see the queen breathe the dreams away. Either way we go, things things are gonna be okay, so they say. Said that I used to know a sister just like you, beautiful but jaded by the multitude of men who'd often try to justify their lives with manhood deficient, twisted notions of survival, insecure, seeing even lovers as the rivals and hiding behind the armor when karma completes a cycle. I'm sick of all this metaphor philosophy. You got a man, what your man got to do with me? You see, between you and I is a thin line we stand by, but if we ever find ourselves on the other side, then time will stand still and whole worlds will collide. We hardly know ourselves if we got nothing to ride for, a struggle to live to the fullest and die for, and make love and wage war for. Now I'm loud like that, y'all. It's like this, come on. It's like that, y'all. It's like this, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like this, come on. It's like that, y'all. It's like this. Now I'm loud like that, y'all. It's like this. It's like that, y'all. It's like this, y'all. It's like that, y'all. Come on. It's like that, y'all. Line with your spine. I speak to find peace, but it's war all the time. It's deep like the drive from renting the shoreline. I'm a more mindful guy ever since finding out that I'm about to be a father, and doubt is not an option. And now I can't be getting crunk to faded as often. So get your hands dirty, cause a prayer ain't enough, boss. What cross? We got crucified by buckshot. 1 million Jesuses and Judas got his nuts off pages. Torn out the memory of those who remain shackled in the chains of international capital gain. They claim civilized with the animal ways. Peace to Oakland, I've never been a fan of the A, but some days you can find me inscribing my soul on the page. Every crime has an alibi. Got you amped, feeling like a champ. Class is out of session at last. You've been patiently waiting, 12 years in the making. Anybody who was doubted you was sadly mistaken. With the paper with your name in old English for the taking, so moms can bring it home to frame it and display it with the grade point average hanging over your head. Brother, sister, please don't believe the bullshit they said. Fuck a pledge of allegiance and arrogant teachers, but peace to the people who don't ever preach up in the front of a classroom all day long, planting seeds of revolution. We dedicate this song. It goes 1 for the student who refuses to submit, and 2 for the teachers who are underpaid as shit. It's the next generation of miseducated youth who demonstrate the truth and manage to make it through. It goes 3 for the strikes giving young bloods life, and 4 for the years you spent stifled inside. It's the next generation of miseducated youth. Next time ask them for proof.